Last weekend I went on a rather spontaneous trip to a place called Harrachov in the Czechia mountains. I wanted to go on a weekend away, and so I googled cheap places in the Czech Republic with a swimming pool, and Google suggested me this hotel in Harrachov, and it turned out Google made a good recommendation. It was a really lovely place in the mountains. And to get there from Berlin, I needed to take a train to Dresden, then a train to Liberec, and then a train to Harrachov. On Friday, we started the trip. It was going fine until we realised our train from Dresden to Liberec no longer existed. It wasn't cancelled, it just didn't exist anymore, and I'm not sure what happened to it, because on the Sunday the same train on the way back was running perfectly fine, so I don't know why the train from Dresden to Liberec on the Friday just happened to no longer exist. So we had to change our plan, and instead we went to Děčín, a city in the Czech Republic, and got a train to Liberec from there. It was a little bit stressful because our train to Děčín arrived at 10:45 and our train from Děčín to Liberec left at 10:45, so we had a 0-minute transfer, and our train literally arrived in the station at 10:45, and I thought, oh, we've missed the next one, and it was a 2-hour wait until the next train, so I was thinking we would just wait in the train station for 2 hours, but we decided to run and see if we could make the train, and we got on the train, and then it left the station, and it was really satisfying. And then Saturday was our wonderful day, and in the morning we decided to go on a hike. So hello, it's Saturday morning, we're just about to go for breakfast. Then I think we're going to, toilet flush, then I think we're going to go for a walk. There's a nice view out the window of the trees. So I think we're going to go explore in the forest. Hello, we're currently in Harrachov, and we're going to the Lava waterfall. And that's where we're walking at the moment. Okay. Hello. We're walking through the forest.
Czechia.
So there's the waterfall. Lava waterfall, and yeah, we found it. It's very beautiful. I love being in the nature. It makes me feel refreshed and makes me not forget about my worries. Oh yeah, we touched the water too. That was fun. And then on the Saturday evening we went out for dinner, and when we finished dinner the sun was going down, and it looked so beautiful, and I just felt very happy, which was very nice. So we've just had dinner. I had a burger with fried mozzarella and a fried egg. It was very nice. And now we're walking back to the hotel, and it's a really lovely evening. The sun is out and we had a really good day today. And then on the Sunday we returned home, and fortunately this journey was a lot more smooth than the journey on Friday. We got the train from Harrachov to Liberec, then we got the train from Liberec to Dresden, and then although our train from Dresden to Berlin was delayed 40 minutes, it didn't matter so much because we had an ice cream and the weather was nice, and then we eventually arrived back in Berlin, and I relaxed on Sunday evening and then went back to work on Monday morning. And I think I realised 3 things when I was on the trip. The first is that I think too much about work. I think getting away from it all for a while and allowing myself to be exposed to lots of different things that are not work made me realise that usually in the day-to-day of life I think about work all the time, and of course I work every day. It's only natural that work fills up a lot of your time, but I think there is beauty in variety, and of course if you're going to do the same thing all the time, it's going to make you feel down. So it reminded me that I should not think about work when it's not during working hours, and make sure that I give myself time to rest and time to have fun. The second thing I realised was that I really love being in nature, and I should spend more time in nature because it makes me feel less worried about things. When I'm in a forest, I find that I'm not so worried about death anymore, and so I definitely think moving forward I should make an effort to seek out more forests. And the third thing it made me think about was just how big the world is, and I often get this sensation when I travel. And of course I feel it too when I'm in my flat and when I'm working. I'm always aware of how big the world is, but I think it feels so much more stark when you're travelling by train and when you're seeing lots of people and seeing lots of different places. You realise just how big the world is and how small your life is. And that can be quite a frightening thought, but also quite a beautiful thought, because it makes you realise that your worries really don't matter in the grand scheme of things, and so you shouldn't worry about them so much. Like when I'm worried about that mistake that I made, or worried about my next week at work and whether I will do my lessons well, like it doesn't matter really. All I can really do is try my best, and the world is so large, so just enjoy being alive the best you can. Try not to be too stressed out. And I really enjoyed my time in Harrachov. I think it's a beautiful village in the Czechia mountains, and I feel happier because of visiting there.